Because I'm telling you from experience. I got a GED. I lived in abandoned buildings, ate out of trash cans. I got a PhD now, and that ain't on IQ. That's on GQ, grit. That's all grit. PhD is all grit. Master's degree, all grit. Took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. That's all grit. So I can't teach you how to be elite, but I can teach you how to go in there. I'm talking about grit. I can teach you how to go in there and murder some other teams. Not with talent. Just outdoing. So I'm talking about endurance. Just having more stamina than they got. That's what I can teach you. So I ask you what you want. I'm going to give you 3 things. I'm going to let you get out of here. So the first thing is I'm talking to my son, and I said to my son, he said he had a lot on his plate. And I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just started laughing. On your plate? I'm like, what? You got a lot on your what? I said, call your grandma, call your great-grandma who worked in cotton fields, call your great-grandma. Call your great-grandma who had to clean up behind other people and cook for them and couldn't eat the food that they ate. You call your great-grandma and you find out what something on your plate is. You don't know what nothing on your plate is. You making up stuff. This little stuff ain't hard. Call your grandma who worked at Ford, GM and Chrysler, had to put on the hard hat and go in and you don't know what hard work is, son. You don't know what adversity is. So the first thing I want to tell y'all is this. Like, don't make up something that's not real. Y'all ain't going through nothing. You blessed. And don't forget it. You playing for a major program. You blessed. Every day you walk in here, I don't want no attitudes. I don't want no complaining. Complaining for what? It's $1 million edifice. What you complaining about? Y'all eating 3 square meals for free. That's what I love about speaking to these kind of programs. We get to eat. Alabama, they got the spread in there. We ate breakfast, we ate lunch, we ate dinner. Then we had a snack. And the snack was better than some kids in Detroit and Chicago, how they eating all day. Number one, listen to me very closely. There's a difference between a winner and a champion. You can win and have a bad attitude. You cannot be a champion and have a bad attitude. The difference between winning and champion is the way they think. Champions think different than winners. You can win just having a sweet coach who got a sweet plan. You can have a coach that just played the game at the highest level in Texas and be able to just teach you some stuff about the game that you don't know. You can win like that. You can win with a great coach. You cannot be a champion with just a great coach. It's going to take you and the coach. So number one, listen to me very closely. I'm trying to help you. Somebody asked me today when I landed, how was your flight? I said, is that a joke? What do you mean, how was it? It landed. I'm not my grandmother. I ain't clean, and no disrespect to my grandma, I ain't cleaning nobody's house for free or for money. I don't clean houses for free. My life way sweeter than what my grandmother's was. Way sweeter. My grandma would go grocery shopping, and I remember she had a list, and she would be checking stuff off and putting a dollar amount next to it. Because she didn't know if she was going to run out of money by the time she fed all her grandkids. I don't have that problem. I had nothing. I'm going in and buying juice. I'm buying name brand juice. It's unbelievable. I like, give me the name brand juice, and I'll take 2 because I don't want to come back to the grocery store in 2 days. It's a wonderful life. You have a wonderful life. Do not forget it. There's no pressure with playing the game you love. You have a wonderful life. So when you walk in here, I should never hear complaining. I am a champion. I never complain. You are a champion. There's nothing to complain about. Now let me stop, because you might be like, you got it twisted. You don't know. In here, we do have something to complain about. Tell me what you had to complain about. I just want to know before I give you my last 2 points. I need to know what you got to complain about. That's something that's serious. I just want to know real quick. What's the real, you have not been here. You don't know Coach and what Coach does to me. I have something to complain about. He's a monster. Talk to me, please, or forever hold your peace. What are you complaining about? What do you have to complain about? For real, don't play. We got 2 more things, but I need to know, honestly, what do you have to complain about? Because when we leave this room, if you don't tell me, I don't want to hear it. If you can't confess right now what you have to complain about, when you leave, don't call your homegirl complaining. Because nothing's going to change with the 2 of y'all talking. If you want to do some real complaining, let's complain in front of the guru and let's fix it. And if we don't plan on fixing it, let's not talk about it. And my son was like, Dad, I said, son, I just need to know one thing. Like, you got it hard. I just need to know just tell me what you mean. You live in Atlanta in Midtown. You drive a Escalade. You work for your father, which means that you don't get up and work from 8 to 8, that you run your own schedule. We just left New Orleans Saints, son. Coach Payton told you he'll take you to the draft. He'll take you to the college. We just left Alabama. You sat with Nick Saban for the second time at 23 years old. You have a personal phone number where you can read. Tell me what you complaining about. You fly first class. I just want to know. Help me, son. You really got to help me. I just want to know. Because he's like, well, Dad, you trying to embarrass. I said, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I want to know what your real problem is so we can fix it. So just tell me. Do me a favor. Winners complain. Winners want to hear themselves talk. Champions do not complain. Why? Because they're focusing on what they said they wanted to do as a goal. Champions are focused on the goal. They don't have time to be doing stuff that's not going to help them toward the goal. So all the little stuff you talking about, all the little social media, all the little going home, all the little crying, listen to me. Save that for when you graduate. You'll have plenty of time. When you finish here, I promise you, you're going to have something to complain about. When you finish this 4-year ride and you go in the real world, you're going to have some real stuff to complain about. So don't do it now. Because the energy you waste on complaining, we can't make it to a national title. And here's the bad part, right? For me, when I walk out of this place, they're going to see I took pictures with you. And based on what you do this, they're going to be calling me. So the whole game just switched, coach. I didn't just walk in here. Now I didn't put my name with the name, and now people going to be watching y'all during the season, and they're going to be like, yo, E, I thought you talked to them. Go read it with open Victor. They looking at Vic like, yo, Pace is about to murder. I'm saying absolutely. If they do what I tell them to do, Boston going to be their only little challenge. I promise you that. So number one, you are a champion. Think like one. There's only one goal. What's your goal? Good. What does that mean? Good. I just need you to define it for me. So, coach, my son said, Dad, I love what I'm doing for you. I'm making good money, but I just want to be a manager. I said, okay, what's a manager? I just want to know what it is. And what do they do? He said, well, Dad, I said, son, tell me the truth. You don't want to be a manager. You want the lifestyle. You want to be in the stadium taking pics with the number one player, the draft pick. You want to be in the car and take you want what it looks like, but you don't want what it feels like. Just be honest with me, son. Because you telling me you want it, I just took you to Alabama. Kendall, when was the last time I had a run like this in terms of speaking back? It must have been 2 weeks in a row. I just left. What was I? I don't even remember. I was at a school yesterday. The day before that was with Pittsburgh. I'm here. I got something tonight. I'm on my way to San Fran. Well, I think I was like 21 days. I started, July 29th, I started. When was the last time I did a run like this? Ever in my life. But he gonna tell me he want to be a manager. So I said, take every sports gig that calls. And we're on the road now. He's still complaining, coach. I done took you to the top. You were Super Bowl champion. You were the dude that won 7 nationals. You still complaining? So do me a favor. Do you want it or not? Because I don't got time to play. I'm not here to play. This is divine. I'm not here to play. I'm here to do something totally different. And we made a connection. I'm not here for this. This is totally divine. I wasn't coming for y'all, but he knew I needed to be here for y'all. Well, we gonna complain, y'all. We gonna work. And the reason why people, you loud, you passionate. Do you understand that no matter how hard my grandma worked, and I just want to be transparent with y'all so y'all can understand, how much money did I make this month? Be real. 200 what? My grandma didn't have that chance. I don't care how hard she worked. My grandma couldn't make 200 grand cleaning somebody's house. They wasn't giving out tips. Oh, you did a great job. We're going to give you a $100 tip. My grandma couldn't come home when she wanted to. She came home when they told her she was finished. So why am I passionate? Because I got a chance to control my own life. You have a chance with this institution and this man who knows what it takes to play at the high level. You have a chance to control your destiny. That, my friend, is the American dream, not a Cadillac, not a big house. The American dream is all men are created equal and endowed with certain unalienable rights. That's what you have. You out here there are kids that don't get what they don't eat like you eat. They're at the same university. They don't get what you get. But with this right here in your skill set, this thing can take you wherever you want to go and then take your kids wherever you want them to go. And you complaining because coach wants you to work and practice so you can get what you said you wanted. You mad at coach because he ain't gonna let you take no shortcuts because ain't no shortcuts on the next level. Y'all think you think this hard? Wait till you get to the pros. You think this is tough? So the fact that he's riding you, the fact that the coaching staff is riding you and saying no shortcuts, do it the right way, do it over, do it over, do it over, do it over. Why? Because in practice you get to do it over. In the game you don't. They write that stuff down. It's recorded. I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna tell you this. How many of y'all got your mama coming to the game? Let me see your hands. You got your mama coming. If you don't play nothing but for your mama in the stand, like don't make your mama go home. Your mama, now come on, if your mama anything like my mama, they bragging that everybody know which school y'all go to. Am I right? Come on, am I right? All y'all mamas don't even wear normal clothes no more. They all got the SMU, I'm mama shirts on now. I'm just talking about they don't even dress up no more. They just got your stuff on. They got your number. They bragging to everybody. They coming to the game. Have some pride about this team. Have some pride about your mama sitting in there. I'm a grown man. I'll be 48 in a couple of days. I still do what I do for mama. Every gig I do, every time I get a newspaper, every YouTube video, every Instagram post, I want my mama to be like, that's my son. That at 17 years old, I could have had an abortion. But I decided to give him life. And I'm gonna let my mama know you made the best choice you could make, not crying and whining. Coach, I got so mad at my son, I just called my mama and said, can you talk? This is your mess, you started this. Talk to your grandson. I can't talk to him no more. Maybe you got some patience that you didn't have, because she does. She has some patience she didn't have with me. She got some new stuff that she's doing. Real, and I called her and we three-wayed her in. And you know what my mom had the nerve to say to me? Hang up the phone, son. I want to talk to my grandson alone. I said, what? I want to be in on this. She said, hang up. I need to have a conversation with my grandson alone. So number one, we are champions, and champions don't start with winning the national title. Champions start right now with the way you think. We're making a commitment. E.T., I will never complain about the stuff that I said I wanted to do anymore. If that's you, let me just see your hands raised. You're making a commitment that I will never complain. I will never complain again. I will be grateful for this opportunity because I know this opportunity is setting me up for a greater opportunity. And if I fail this test, I can't take the next test. If I fail this class, I can't take the next class. Come on, I need to see your hands. Come on, y'all. Come on, for real. Let me see your hands, right? Matter of fact, just put them on your heart. If you're serious, put them on your heart. Now, number two, write this down for me. Number two, leads and gains follow. Listen to me. Don't look for any gains where there's been no sacrifice. Don't wake up and look for no game. Don't look for your game to improve. Don't look for the record to improve. Without sacrifice, there are no gains.